Bitcoin just had its largest difficulty drop ever, and the Bitcoin mining difficulty is lower than it was a year ago, which is astonishing because Bitcoin is worth about 6 times more than it was worth a year ago right now. And it's the lowest it's been in a while, which means that it's more profitable to mine Bitcoin. My name is Vosk on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I don't know everything, but I try to know something. And I've been mining cryptocurrency full time for over 4 years now. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. We're gonna be looking at Bitcoin mining metrics, Bitcoin mining profitability, and really, is this like the best opportunity to jump into Bitcoin mining, at least as of late? And is it still worth it? What are the best miners? We're gonna touch on a couple of the best miners you can buy and just some things to look out for and consider if you're looking at getting into this, because it's as simple as just buying a computer and plugging it in, but there's actually a couple of details you need to know to maximize not only your mining profitability, but hey buddy, also have a good mining experience. Let's run 10 seconds of tails. Hey, cut the commercial. Gosh, dang it. If you've ever wanted to mine Bitcoin, then you should head to minewithcompass.com and learn how they're making it possible for everyone to mine Bitcoin now. They sell Bitcoin miners, they will connect you with facilities, co-location, which enables you to host your Bitcoin miners with some of the best Bitcoin mining farms in the world. Click the link below to learn how you can start mining with Compass today. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Also, watch out for scammers and impersonators. They're everywhere. Social media, creeping in your DMs. I'm not emailing you from a Gmail account. And there's a lot of impersonators are in the comment section here on YouTube. And by the way, I'm selling off a couple of my mining rigs and a couple other pieces of crypto hardware on our eBay store, linked out in the video description below. My name is Vosk. I love mining. I love Bitcoin mining. Proof of work. POW, baby. Pow, pow. That is the most interesting thing to me about cryptocurrency, right? You decentralize the blockchain, you distribute the coins to the network participants, building and quite literally crowdsourcing your network. The economics of this is just some of the most fascinating and beautiful thing that like I've ever seen, read about, heard about, experienced. And I mined Bitcoin right out of my own house, and CNN even made fun of me about how Bitcoin miners are taking over my house and everything else. Oh, and they like said it was destroying the world. But good news for us, we're building a solar powered crypto mining farm. But wow, does like that take a long time. I may be a little biased, and it's crypto mining that got me into cryptocurrency. It's what's birthed, created, started the VoskCoin YouTube channel, which you better subscribe to if you haven't already. So here's the crazy thing, right? We grabbed the quick take. The Bitcoin network's mining difficulty has decreased, taking into the account the recent drop in hash rate, the largest difficulty adjustment in its history. Okay, so Bitcoin adjusts its mining difficulty, which basically means how difficult it is to mine Bitcoin, every 2 weeks. Okay, and the more difficult it is, the less Bitcoin you mine. It's how it basically modulates its coin emission, right? How many Bitcoins are minted. And look at this chart. It's not just like, oh, just a little bit, here's a latest news headline. Okay, this is the biggest by a massive margin. And one key thing to note here is that 2 of the biggest adjustments here were just last month. So it updates every 2016 blocks, which is every 2 weeks. And with this, dropping 35%. But they say it's due to the crackdown for Bitcoin mining in China. Like, I don't have my boots on the ground in China. I can only go off all the data I can find, articles I can read, people I can talk to. But everything I've been able to dig up is that this is absolutely real. This is a real concern.
也给你清理了啊，你看风扇全换过了，全换过了。
But basically, the network hash rate dropped, which means that Bitcoin's like, whoa, less people are mining me now. That may become a little bit easier. Basically, government crackdown is what's doing this. It's been a long time in the making. The people in the know knew this was coming, but a lot of people will just fail to acknowledge that. And so I saw tons of Chinese miners coming over to US, Canadian, and other locations to build out their mining farms. Okay, they don't trust the Chinese government for 2,500 reasons. But let's look at the chart. Look at the last year. It's easier to mine Bitcoin, which means it's more profitable to mine Bitcoin than it has been, as far as how much Bitcoin you're getting. It's the most profitable time within the last year. And here's the freaking kicker, okay? You're not only mining more coin, each Bitcoin is more valuable. So the last time it was this easy in comparison to mine a Bitcoin or mine Bitcoins, okay? Bitcoin was not worth as much. So you're getting more and it's worth more. That's a win-win, baby. But Bitcoin's down significantly from its recent all-time high. But from a Bitcoin mining point of view, this is absolutely more interesting and more lucrative from a short-term point of view, as well as a long-term point of view. So nothing but bullish in that regard, unless you think things are gonna keep tumbling. From a Bitcoin mining point of view, again, the short term, it is absolutely bullish. We look at the mining profitability charts, altcoins, alternate cryptocurrencies, these other cryptocurrencies that have unique and more interesting use cases than Bitcoin. They're always more profitable to mine, but they're more volatile. They can skyrocket in price, they can plummet in price, they may not be here next year, they may be exploited. They have different mining algorithms, new miners come out constantly. There's a bit of a revolving door as new models, more efficient models are developed and released, right? Bitcoin is on the SHA-256 mining algorithm, and it is mined with ASIC miners, application-specific integrated circuit miners. He said it again. I see you complaining in the comments. It's a purpose-built machine. All it does is mine cryptocurrency. And I bring this up because Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency to be mined. It's the first cryptocurrency to be ASIC mined. These miners have been refined for almost a roundup, right? It's a decade. They've been refined for a decade. It's several years in reality. And with that, the competition is fierce, right? You build the best Bitcoin miner, you can be rolling in cash. If you're going to be mining yourself or mining these coins. If we look at the charts, Bitcoin mining is still really profitable, and it has really just kind of leaped up this chart with the recent mining difficulty because it's 35% less difficult to mine. I'd like to take a brief moment to thank today's video sponsor. That's Locklet.finance. They claim to be the world's first decentralized vesting platform. But what does that even mean? Okay, so it's supposed to protect every crypto or DeFi community from rug pull, predatory ventures, perfidious advisors. I don't even think I said that one right. But what is that, right? So decentralized finance has become all the rage in cryptocurrency. Projects like Uniswap went from being relatively unknown to being at the epicenter, a true catalyst for a cryptocurrency bull run. And unfortunately, a lot of bad actors sprung up, launching tokens, fake tokens, bad tokens, rug pullable tokens, and all kinds of stuff. And all of that led to malicious actors rug pulling their communities. If you don't know, a rug pull is basically where they exit scam you. If you don't know what that means, it basically means you put your money into something and they run away with it and you're left with something that is absolutely valueless. It's a bad thing, and honestly, it's just kind of been accepted that that's going to happen sooner or later if you are investing in new DeFi cryptocurrencies. Locklet is looking to change that. Locklet is also having a pre-sale for their token on the Unicrypt platform. Good news, we got a full video guide on what Unicrypt is, how to use it, and why it's a pretty cool platform to launch your cryptocurrency token from. You want to get in on the ground floor? Guess what? This is your opportunity. But why? Why would you even want to? They claim their use case is kind of centered on three different pillars here: team vesting, venture vesting, and community vesting. The vesting solution is ultra flexible, which allows you to create simple as well as complex vesting clauses. It means you can do it all. Okay, whatever you want, we can do for you. Team vesting, locking your team's tokens, and it proves your commitment to the community. So vesting would be an example of okay, you have 1 million tokens, but you only get 20% of them year over year, and they unlock every time on this set date or monthly or whatever. You can set unlock plans when it comes to vesting typically. Then they have venture vesting. Secure your private sales over several months. Make sure that none of your big investors jeopardize your project. That's a common problem in cryptocurrency. Big whales get into pre-sales on projects. Then they have public sales. Public sale happens, project launches, a little bit of hype, a little bit of momentum, and then the guys in the pre-sale dump on the new guys. It's unfortunately all too common in all of the investing space. Then they also have community vesting. Get your community more seriously involved in your project. Have those members that say they're in here for the long haul. Go ahead and get vested. That's interesting, and that's probably the most unique thing I see right here that is relatively surprisingly uncommon. So the whole goal here is with Locklet, you can boost your project's reputation. You can learn more about that with the link in the video description below. The best Bitcoin miners out that you can buy, per the calculator, 36 bucks a day, 36 bucks a day, 32 bucks a day. And we reviewed the Avalon miner 1246. It is now more profitable than it was then, which is really weird, mining $27 a day. That is a lot of money to just be earning in passive income, mining the oldest cryptocurrency, arguably the most secure and stable cryptocurrency outside of obviously stable coins, right? That is some serious passive income, my friend. You plug this device in, you plug in your Bitcoin wallet, and you start mining and you start earning money. Okay, so you spend some money, spend some dirty fiat currency, you get rid of those ugly USDs with those old white dudes on it, right? You get this shiny little silver box. It says it mines Bitcoins, a little digital internet money. You plug it in, you start earning passive income, you start making money, you get your money working for you, you're getting a return on your investment. It's very fun, it's very cool, it's quite literally intoxicating. I'm obsessed with it, and again, it's why I'm even here. And it doesn't stop there for me, because I mine my cryptocurrencies into BlockFi. And why do I do that? Okay, you're like, oh, Vosk, you keep talking about BlockFi. Well, listen, man, just hear me out, right? I start earning interest on my Bitcoins, right? So I've got my money working for me in the form of this hardware. I have a robotic employee mining me coins. And not only am I mining coins, I'm mining the biggest, the baddest, the best, arguably, debatably, whatever. I'm not here for that today. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. And this is a cryptocurrency that's going to be here next year. Let me tell you that. And the year after that. And I'm mining it onto their platform, instantly start earning interest. They're based out of the US, backed by the Winklevoss twins and whatever else. You know, it's not perfect. And please understand that it's much more safe to mine it into your own wallet and not on a cryptocurrency exchange. And ideally, you even take it a step further. You do cold storage. Grab something like the Trezor Model T, right? I've got one on my desk. It's fantastic and all that. And maybe I'll put my life savings in there. But if I really want to maximize how much money I'm earning, I use something that helps me earn more instead of my coins just sitting stagnant and I have to just simply retreat into my shell and go for the HODL strategy, which is a real strategy and something I employ, but I'm looking to maximize my gains. It's really that simple. Kind of leads you into the question, should you mine Bitcoin? What's the best Bitcoin miner? Where do I get one? Well, okay, so you remember the chart, and the chart topper there was Bitmain. Most popular ASIC miner, worst company to deal with. You know, well, not necessarily true, but it's one of the worst. Shady company, price gouging. Anyway, I could go on. We go to their site in their official shop. Nothing. Right? But don't worry. I just shared this on my Twitter. You should follow us on Twitter if you haven't already. But don't worry, Bitmain has signed purchase orders with Atlas Mining throughout 2020 and 2021. They're going to be selling them 70,000 units of their S19 miners, the best Bitcoin miners they can make. But what about you, little guy? You want to buy just one? You want to decentralize the network? You know, proof of work. It was supposed to be really fun and cool. Yeah, well, good luck, dude, because they're not selling them. Not to you. You're just a little worm. Right? If you don't deal in millions, they don't care. And that's the downfall with Bitcoin. That's the downfall with mining, because it's being industrialized. How do you solve that? It's a very complex problem. The first thing we need to do is just simply talk about it. Okay, what about that 1246, that Avalon miner thing you talked about? You did that funny video review on with Billy Mays. Great guy, RIP, my man. I mean, you can inquire about ordering one. They got that going for you. What about that Gold Show company? You make a lot of reviews on their stuff. Okay, so they're really cool, and they have a lot of stock that comes in and out, and they will deal in volumes of one, and they put, as far as I know, all of their gear up for market here on their site. But they've become really popular for that reason, so they're sold out. So like, why are you telling me about Bitcoin miner? I can't even get a Bitcoin miner. Well, that's a problem. That's a problem we're all dealing with. Okay, so you can go to reseller sites. You can try to order one there. You can go on eBay. You can buy one there. You know, there are a lot of miners that have come to market with the mining exodus. in the Chinese mining farms, but they're still very expensive. I would say, you know, depending on which miner model you're buying, the best in class, best efficiency, like latest generation Bitcoin miners, they're selling for around $10,000. And so making 25 bucks a day, 30 bucks a day on a residential electric rate, it's obviously interesting. Maybe you squeeze out 40 bucks a day on an industrial rate. Yeah, I'm intrigued, but it's still a medium to long-term play because this is a very expensive gear. It's very sought after. There's a lot of people that are diversifying all kinds of investments and businesses into Bitcoin mining because they know it's not going away. They know that Bitcoin's going to be next year. They know that more people get behind Bitcoin every year on average. They know every year Bitcoin appreciates in value on average. There's really no denying its performance to this point. It just keeps going. No governments that matter are really stepping in and banning it. You want to see me do it again, India? I get it. You banned Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, but you going to do it again next year? We're bored with the story. Obviously, the whole issue with Chinese Bitcoin mining, whatever, they'll probably say it's fine again next year, and then they'll try to go and take it, and I don't know. You know, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole, but the point is that it's very difficult to get a Bitcoin miner, and it's very expensive to get a Bitcoin miner, and they cater to the biggest customers. It's easy, right? It's easy for them to ship them all to one location, and you deal with a bunch of little guys, a bunch of little orders. It's a lot more work, but I think you kind of owe it to Bitcoin and proof of work mining to not deviate from that. But unfortunately, we have companies in power, right? Companies making the best miners like Bitmain. They don't care about decentralization at all. They're here to make money. They're here to sell you shovels in the gold rush, okay? They do operate their own mining farms, which that's a whole bias issue kind of in itself. And don't misunderstand, these are not small mining farms, my friend. Oh, and by the way, it's not just the ones you've seen pictures of that were based out of China. They diversified years ago, including a lot of miners in the United States. So I could go on, I could keep talking. I love cryptocurrency, I love mining. Obviously, I'm a little frustrated with some things, but at the end of the day, here I am mining Bitcoin out of my own house. So I'm still into it. I'm still supportive. I unfortunately see the way it's trending and going, and kind of just like anything in this world, money ruins it, greed ruins it, and humans ruin it. I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but it is now more profitable and more lucrative and easier to mine Bitcoin than it's been in recent history, especially since the Bitcoin halving. So don't delay. If you want to get in on the action, join the VoskCoin Discord server. If you want to connect with all the other awesome people and help finding cryptocurrency mining gear and Bitcoin miners. And as always, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and join me on this crazy crypto journey.
Shine.